90.5 WASU. It is Friday morning, and it's time for the morning app. It's been a while. It's been 2 weeks since you've seen us. The snow days have kept us out of the station, but we are here live on Friday. It's Howie C. here with Josh, Kristen, and Dovy Doss. How is everybody doing on this lovely Friday morning?
It is lovely. We haven't seen each other in a long time.
It is a little warmer, which is nice.
But we haven't had to wake up all week long in there. Here it is, Friday, and we're up.
See, every morning I would wake up, I'm like, okay, let's see, we'll have the show this morning, we'll get canceled, and then they just say, you know what, everything's canceled for today. Stay inside, and that's what I did.
I like how Friday they tried to make it a delay. They were like, okay, it's delayed until noon, and then I looked outside, it was just a blizzard, and I was like, there's no way.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got the email. Yeah, then they got the email, they're like, okay, yeah, it's canceled for the day, and I was like, all right,
we tried.
I get that some parts of the county must be affected, but I was able to go snowboarding on my snow days and just run errands because the roads by my house weren't terrible. So I was like, cool, I get to get stuff done today. So
really, so the hill to my apartment complex was closed off actually beginning of the day because they didn't plow it the night before, so it was just all ice down that hill. So they were not letting people go down it.
You
for
could
like
go
the
ice
first bit.
skating.
You could, but you right into the trash compactor, though. That wouldn't be good. That would not be good. But we haven't talked about spring break since we have been away with the snow delays and weather delays. And spring break for me was really fun. You know, I'll talk about mine, but what about y'all? What y'all think about spring break?
I did nothing.
This year, because it was my senior year, I labeled spring break week as my week to adult. And to get everything that was semi-adult-ish done in 1 week. I know that's not how it works in the real world. You don't get a whole week to sleep in and then do adult stuff.
So you did nothing too. Okay.
So I did all of my appointments, my car appointments, doctor's appointments, all that kind of super fun paying bills, and so I mean last spring break I took a really fun trip, so this spring break I was like, all right, time to get my life together because I graduate in May.
Fair enough. Dovy?
I went to IKEA the first time.
I've never been. How was it?
It was pretty awesome. So me and my girlfriend, we basically stayed in Boone the whole week, but we decided to go to Charlotte for one of the days. She was like dog sitting, so we were in town, but then one of the days we were like, we got to get out of Boone for at least one day because we were starting to get cabin fever. So we go to Charlotte and we pass the IKEA and we're like, no, turn around. We got to go to this thing. And dude, it is like an amusement park. It's like that you pull in, it's like there's this huge road that's like, welcome to IKEA. And
oh my gosh.
There's turn here, and it's huge. It's massive. You go inside and they have these rooms pre-built almost as a sample room. So me and her are huge home decor nerds, HGTV kind of people.
Love that.
Right.
And so we were just having an awesome time. No, these colors are too dark. I don't know. I like this color scheme. And you're just walking through. There's arrows that go through all the sections. It was fun.
Don't you have to walk through the whole store to get out though? Because they make you start on the top floor and then you have to work your way out.
Yeah, that's what we at one point halfway through we're like, how do we get out? At this point we're we can't go back. And then they actually have little shortcuts that you can go through on the map to tell you how to get out. So we just asked. Eventually we gave up. Eventually we were like, dude, we were so tired by the end of the whole experience. I never thought it had that much fun at IKEA, but that's how you know you're getting old, you know?
Did you even make it to Charlotte, or was it just an IKEA run?
It was. We were in Charlotte, too. We hung out in Charlotte. And that was really weird, too, because when you get so used to being in Boone, Boone's not a banking city, right? So we went into one coffee place that was inside of a hotel, and then we're just like, oh, my God, is that a fountain? What is that?
With running water, not frozen water?
That's insane. Yeah. So it was really interesting. It was fun. It kind of refreshed me a little bit, but I definitely want to try to get more time out of Boone whenever I can. But it was nice, though.
Nice. That sounds like a really fun spring break, actually, though. IKEA sounds pretty cool. Even though I did go on a cruise for spring break this year, it was really fun. The first day, though, I got seasick. We were on the cruise. So I didn't know, because I've been on boats forever since I was 11, 12. So I've never been seasick before. And then I realized, after, I went to the bar, I was like, oh, man, I'm not feeling too good. Thought it was that, but no, it was seasickness. And I had it for about a day and a half, I think. and it was bad. So I had to go downstairs and get the medicine for it. Yeah, my stomach is weak, man. It's bad. So seasick the first day. The first day we were supposed to go to Nassau. We didn't end up going because of the weather. So we had a fun day at sea. The second day we went to Princess Cays, and Princess Cays is beautiful, by the way. That is the place I'd recommend for you to go. Not Nassau, Princess Cays. You're on the beach. There's just a lot of stuff to do there. I went and played limbo, and it was awesome.
You don't play limbo.
Or,
you
know,
do
I
limbo.
I went limboing.
I played limbo.
I limboed.
Limboed.
For all the people who don't know what Princess K is,
Yes.
what is it?
It's a part of the Bahamas that's kind of like the natural island part of it. So you actually go on the beach, and you can go swimming there, do some fun activities. You can go, I think, you can go snorkeling. You can also get on this boat that goes through a glass bottom, so you can see the bottom of the ocean.
Nope.
Oh, I thought it was a castle.
Kristen in the water, she's like, oh no
See,
way.
When we first saw each other after spring break, you were telling me all about it. I was like, cruise sounds fun. I was like, that kind of sounds fun. And I was like, wait, massive bodies of water, one huge boat, and you're completely surrounded by water, and then there's also pools on the boat, and then there's nothing to do but water activities. I'm out.
And even better, whenever you have to go to Princess Cays, there's a dock for it. You have to take a mini boat to the island. So you get off of the big boat to a little boat, and you have to go to the island.
Honestly, I would trust a little boat more than a big boat.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, the Carnival
maybe.
cruises are practically unsinkable.
That's what they said.
That's what
about
they
the
said.
Titanic.
Didn't they say that about a certain ship?
Okay, but that was 100 years ago, all right?
I'm just saying it was labeled as unsinkable, and then the unthinkable happened.
Okay,
so,
that's fair. I'll give you that.
thank you.
Okay, Princess Cays was beautiful. I went to Nassau the final day, and it was more of touristy. We were only there for half of the day, and it was a little weird because people come up to you all the time, and they're asking you to buy stuff. They're like, hey, do you want to buy this bag, or do you want to buy...
Spend all your money here,
spend
right now.
all your money now. But there's a
Already
lot of
did on
places
the
to do
cruise.
it. Yeah, I spent all my money. I'm broke now. But
yeah. It happens in cities, too. Random people come up to you trying to, have you buy stuff. Random stuff, too. It could be trash.
Right, but Nassau, it's everywhere. This girl's like, oh, it's okay, handsome. I said no. I was like, I don't want anything. She's like, it's okay, handsome. I was like, oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Well, maybe I
Flattered.
will buy it.
She's trying to get me. She's trying to bait me out. But other than that, that was basically the gist of the cruise. It was really cool.
Yeah, and you didn't post a whole lot about it either. I noticed.
Because my phone was, I didn't have signal for 4 days. So I was literally just sitting there with my phone for vlogging stuff, but that's it.
You went on a cruise for 4 days, and I think you posted one thing. I took a day trip to the beach, and I think I posted 5 too many things.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I post way too much. And actually, though, millennials are taking surveys, and it's coming about that maybe we are tired of social media at this point. I mean, I think I post too much, and therefore it's like when I do post, there's less likes, per thing. But if you post less frequently, you get more likes on that one photo,
Right.
than if you post 5 photos in one day. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to follow somebody if I got 5 posts a day or is that you, Kristen? I'm sorry.
It is.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, it would just be a lot. It would be like, oh my gosh. If it was I feel like if it was 5 times a week, that's a bit more doable.
Is it? I still find that when I post every day, so I'll post one picture about every day. I mean, if I'm doing something, but then my stories is where I post too much. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't check
think that's a problem.
Instagram stories really that much.
Really?
I'm still loyal to Snapchat.
Ooh, I have left that crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snapchat-
I'm watching more
didn't
Insta
it
stories, though. So.
get more complicated, you know?
Actually, 34% of millennials have deleted a social media account, with Facebook being the most popular one that they've deleted, then Twitter, Instagram, and then Tinder.
Facebook's going the MySpace route, I think, because everybody was on MySpace from the origin, and then Facebook was like, oh, that's new, I want to get on it. And now we're getting older. We're like, my dad's on Facebook. He's posting stuff. I was like, no, I'm out.
I don't know what to do on Facebook anymore. It used
Cooking
to be
videos.
Well, it used to just it is kind of just like a YouTube video place now. It used to be kind of like, oh, cool, I can just because it was new. You're like, I get to be friends with somebody online and build this network, and now it's just there's just too much. I use it for Messenger and the pages mostly, but
yeah,
about
I think it's
time.
great for events. I know that we create most of our events through the Facebook event page.
Yeah, I think that's really clutch for that, because if I want to plan something with somebody, the event page. That's how we make it happen.
But I don't know if are you guys getting sick of social media? It says millennials 18 to 24 50% of them say that they are seeking relief from social media, as in they're getting tired of it. They don't want to do it anymore.
I'm tired to an extent. I think being on the cruise actually helped because I was away from my phone for 4 days, really.
Yeah.
So I missed out on everything, but I didn't really go back and check on what I missed. I was like, oh, okay, this is what's happening now, and just kept going. So I think that helped out a little bit, but, I'm still on social media every day. It's just a little bit less now.
Interesting. I wonder if that'll stick.
We'll see. Hopefully so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still enjoy my social media, but maybe 5 times a day, Kristen, is a little much.
I know it definitely is.
Well, we definitely learned that millennials are maybe posting too much over spring break, but on the other side of the break, we're going to have Dovy's Today I Learned, and something I learned a couple days ago as well here on the Morning App.
Where the scissors at? Where's the tape? I don't know. You had it. No, I didn't. Guys, what are you doing?
You said sports rap. We're wrapping up presents for sports teams, right?
No, I meant Sports Rap, the sports talk show on 90.5 WASU that airs every Tuesday, Thursday at 6, where we recap the biggest sports games and news from the week.
What did you say?
Well, what are you rapping?
Oh, I'm just getting Tom Brady to play football. Maybe you can catch this.
I'm just wrapping up LeBron's career in Cleveland and sending Isaiah Thomas a no-trade clause.
And I'm getting a choking hazard label for the Indians, Dodgers, and the Falcons. You think Dan Quinn will like this?
Come on, guys, time for actual sports rap.
Falcons, Dodgers.
My name is Maggie Harper, and I host the App 1800, a podcast featuring the current events in Boone that you care about. Listen every Monday at 9 a.m. on 90.5 WASU, after the Morning App.
What time is it? I need to get up. I gotta go for the show.
It's time for the Morning App.
Welcome into the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
How you guys doing this morning?
You can listen worldwide at WASUradio.com, live on App TV, or with the iHeartRadio app.
Hey, Howie.
Oh, hey, Kristen, how are you? So what's going on? What music you listen to right now?
Man, Howie, I don't know. I can't find any good music anymore.
Well, guess what? I host a show on WASU.
You do?
Yeah, it's called The Rollout. Do you like top 40 music?
Of course I do.
Well, guess what? I have your fix. I have the songs that are coming up on the charts. I have the next breakout artists and the songs you want to hear again and again.
That sounds great. When was it again?
It's going to be Wednesdays at 7 on 90.5 WASU or WASUradio.com.
The Rollout.
Listen to The Rollout every Wednesday at 7 on 90.5 WASU.
What's up, guys? Here on App TV, the A Game is the only place where you can see highlights and updates on everything App State sports. I'm Braxton Critcher.
And I'm Ashley Smith, co-host of the A Game, where each and every Monday at 9 p.m. you can find the best coverage of all your favorite Mountaineer teams and in-depth reporting from the sidelines.
That also includes athlete interviews, a player of the week, and a chance for students to get involved with the Q&A.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
What up, peeps? It is 8:15 on Friday. It is the first Monday, Wednesday, Friday class that you'll actually have, so...
Yeah.
But it's Friday, so welcome back to the Morning App. Hopefully you got the weekend prepped out and you're looking forward to it. I've got some Today I Learns for you, if you don't know how that goes by now. I'm a big fan of Reddit. I love Reddit, and one of my favorite subreddits is Today I Learned. So it's basically a subreddit where people just post really interesting or, I don't know,
Weird stuff
that you can learn for the day. So without further ado, here's my first one. Today I learned that when, oh my gosh, I really should have rehearsed this name. I'm going to botch this.
Okay.
Do you want to help me with this? It's
I would say Ludmilla? Ludmilla?
Oh, yeah, Ludmilla, yeah.
Ludmilla.
That's so wrong. I know it's wrong.
Ludmilla.
Pavlichenko, right? She was Russian.
Great person.
Maybe not Russian, but she was Soviet. She was a Soviet sniper that was being promoted for 257 confirmed kills against the invading Germans, and her acceptance speech was just, "I'll get more."
That's
Drops the mic.
Okay.
Gives.
Wait, what acceptance speech? What did she get?
She won an award for having that many
For
confirmed
just
kills.
taking out 257 Germans.
Dude.
That's
Okay, first of all, that girl is a savage. First of all, she said, "I'll do more." What? And second of all, that's massively impressive because that's something that people all around the world can't do if you're in the military. That takes some serious skill. That's crazy.
yeah. That takes a lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah,
experience.
She'd be
No
the best
scopes.
Call of Duty player ever.
Hit the
No scope.
Today I learned in 1967, a man appeared on Jeopardy, intending to win just enough money to buy an engagement ring. He won that amount halfway through and then kept his mouth shut from there on. So to prevent that reoccurrence, the rules were then changed shortly after, allowing only the winner to keep his or her earnings.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, because that's pretty sweet, though.
You think about it, yeah.
He was just like, I'm not going to risk it.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man. I think I've heard of that rule, but I never knew the reason why it was a thing. I think I've heard of it multiple times.
There was actually controversy in a couple Jeopardies ago. I would know because my mom watches it avidly. But because apparently two people tied in the final thing, usually they let those two people move on to the next day. But this time, they just Alex Trebek surprised him with another question really quickly, apparently. And one person didn't know what was going on. The other person just clicked the button and went and ended up winning. And apparently the whole Jeopardy fan base was up in arms like, hey, back in the past, you guys used to do this. How can you just, like, spring a question on them and, like, basically screw that person over?
Wow.
Nah, man, you got to be ready.
See, man,
But that wasn't the rule. The rule in the
Jeopardy
past
goes
was,
hard.
Rules, schmools, man. This is for money. You got to do what you got to do.
Nah,
you got to
man.
be ready to answer that question.
Nah, you can't be doing that, man, because we're all like, okay, we're going to go on the next day. You know,
because that's what
No,
it used
no,
to
no,
be.
no, no, no.
Trebek has, I don't know what he's
Listen,
doing.
you let your wall down. You let your guard down for 5 seconds on one of those game shows, and you're going to lose. You can't do that. Even if they say the game's over, it's not technically
But it
over.
was the final question.
I
They were
don't
tied.
care.
You would be like,
Rules.
oh, yay, I won money.
You know what?
Well,
It's like
you
Mario
know-
Kart.
Yeah.
When you're like in first place and that blue shell hits you out of nowhere, and
You
you're
look
like,
at
oh
that
my
person
gosh.
like, how dare you? How
Yeah.
dare you do this to me?
I don't know. I think it's pretty fair.
I don't think so.
You wouldn't have if you were on it.
I mean, I wouldn't be on Jeopardy, let's be honest. That's not the game show I'd be on,
This is
folks.
fair.
All right, and I got one last one. This one's pretty crazy. Today I learned of a woman who was able to smell Parkinson's disease. In a study, she was able to accurately identify 11 out of 12 patients with Parkinson's. And not a year later, that last patient was also diagnosed, making her record 1212.
What?
What?
Excuse me.
This is a thing?
Mm-hmm. According
I'm
to
like-
the BBC.
Kind of freaking out right
So,
now.
like, is that actually, like, a thing
I've-
that happens?
That's something that I've heard, and I talked to my girlfriend about that, and she's like, yeah, and, like, apparently other people can do that with, like, cancer as well and other illnesses and stuff. It's really weird. They
so
describe it
scary.
like there's a scent to it.
That's crazy. You can literally just smell somebody like, yep, you
Yeah.
have Parkinson's, you
I
have
mean,
cancer.
If there's somebody, yeah, it'd be like, that's like, what does it smell like? Does it smell like?
You know what
Specific
blows
scent.
my mind, though? Is that, like, people can smell disease, right? So there's so many other senses out there that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
You know how people are like, oh, I can, what do they say? They can hear colors?
Yeah,
You
some people say
know?
that, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
there's
how-
just so many other
Can't fathom
forms
that.
of sensory that we don't even really know about, and the majority of the world doesn't even get to experience. Isn't that crazy?
I think that's what makes everybody unique too, because some people can do it and some people can't, which is kind of cool.
Majority can't.
I like to hear colors. I think that's kind of cool. I hear red. It's so loud. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what would they sound like? Are they dancing? Are they singing?
I guess it conveys with your emotions and how you kind of express yourself with those colors,
So,
and that's how it will come out.
I have that.
Wait, for real?
Synesthesia. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a cross sensory kind of thing. It's not like in front of you, right? You don't visually see it, but it's like in the mind's eye.
Okay,
And
what
it's weird. When I took a psych class when I was at Wake Tech back in community college. We were going over this memory exercise, and so the teacher was like feeding off random numbers, for example. And so she's like, "How did everybody memorize these numbers?" And people are like, "Oh, I grouped them in certain groups," or like, I try to imagine it like I would in a phone number, like a song, like 8675309, right? And then she's like, does anybody else do something different? And I was like, yeah, I used colors. Like, I used colors to just remember, like, red, yellow, blue, right? And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, colors. Like, who else doesn't do that, right? And she was like, no, that's synesthesia. That's not, like, a thing that everybody has. So.
Oh, man.
Wait,
weird.
so how did you match up the number to a color?
It's just like, almost like automatic thinking. It's like, 3's red, 3's a little lighter red, 6 is a darker red, 9 is a really bright red, 3 is yellow, or red is 3. You have 0 is kind of like a transparent color, 8 is brownish, 5 is blue.
Do you think it's the same across the board for everybody that has that?
No, it's different, but that's when I went home and YouTubed it, and then basically it can be similar. Some people do have like similar trends. So with music, it's a little bit different. It's more of like a texture kind of thing. I don't know.
Okay.
So it's weird that people don't get it, because to me it seems like something that it's like the doy. I don't
Your
know.
teacher called you a weirdo, and you're like, fine, I'll YouTube myself.
Yeah.
See what's going on here.
Take that, Sharon.
But some people have really some people do, like, when they read paper, like they read letters and they actually see the letters change color almost in a way.
I'm
like
blown away right now.
So
That's awesome.
That is so cool.
It's just weird that people don't get that.
You're
Yeah.
special.
To me, it feels like it's something that's really something anybody can do.
Yeah.
Right?
That's so crazy.
Wow. Dovy, I did not know this about you. Today I learned,
Today I
actually.
learned.
No, seriously though, like I don't have classes on Friday, so I always look forward to your Today I Learns, but today I feel thoroughly educated right now.
Now I go back to bed.
Appreciate it.
Man, do you have any more fun facts about you? I want to know.
Well, I'm not a spy or anything. I'll tell you that.
We're on to him. We found him out. We know what he's about. But coming up on the morning app, we are going to be playing real or fake news. Maybe I'll have another lesson in seeing how good I am or how bad Josh is at it. It's Alice in Wonderland on the app.
Where the scissors at? Where's the tape? I don't know. You had it.
Guys, what are you doing?
You said sports rap. We're repping up presents for sports teams, right?
No, I meant Sports Rap, the sports talk show on 90.5 WASU that airs every Tuesday, Thursday at 6, where we recap the biggest sports games and news from the week.
What did you say?
Well, what are you rapping?
Oh, I'm just getting Tom Brady to play football. Maybe you can catch this. I'm just wrapping up LeBron's career in Cleveland and sending Isaiah Thomas a no-trade clause.
And I'm getting a choking hazard label for the Indians, Dodgers, and the Falcons. You think Dan Quinn will like this?
Come on, guys, time for actual sports rap.
Falcons, Dodgers.
My name is Maggie Harper, and I host the App 1800, a podcast featuring the current events in Boone that you care about. Listen every Monday at 9 a.m. on 90.5 WASU, after the morning app.
What time is it? I need to get up. I need to go for the show.
It's time for the morning app.
Welcome into the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
How you guys doing this morning?
You can listen worldwide at WASUradio.com, live on App TV, or with the iHeartRadio app.
Hey, Howie.
Oh, hey, Kristen, how are you? So what's going on? What music you listen to right now?
Man, Howie, I don't know. I can't find any good music anymore.
Well, guess what? I host a show on WASU.
You do?
Yeah, it's called The Rollout. Do you like top 40 music?
Of course I do.
Well, guess what? I have your fix. I have the songs that are coming up on the charts. I have the next breakout artists and the songs you want to hear again and again.
That sounds great. When was it again?
It's going to be Wednesdays at 7 on 90.5 WASU or WASUradio.com.
The Rollout.
Listen to The Rollout every Wednesday at 7 on 90.5 WASU.
What's up, guys? Here on App TV, The A Game is the only place where you can see highlights and updates on everything App State sports. I'm Braxton Critcher.
And I'm Ashley Smith, co-host of The A Game, where each and every Monday at 9 p.m. you can find the best coverage of all your favorite Mountaineer teams and in-depth reporting from the sidelines.
That also includes athlete interviews, a player of the week, and a chance for students to get involved with the Q&A game.
So join us each Monday on App TV for App State's only sports TV show.
Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com. 8:31 on this lovely, lovely Friday morning. You are listening to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU. Howie, what is the weather for today?
Oh, so the weather today is currently 42. It's going to get to a high of 52, low of 38. It's going to be a little windy right now, 29 mile per hour winds. So be prepared. It'll get a little chilly today, but it'll be a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. So we're going up. We're getting back up there. So it's supposed to be 60s some point next week, and then it's going to snow potentially on Thursday.
Yeah, I saw Wednesday maybe next week.
Wednesday, yeah.
That'd be nice.
So we might have another snow day coming.
So this is my senior year here in Boone, right, at App State, and we have never had more snow or snow days than we have this year. I think it was like sophomore year we got one really bad blizzard that took us out of school for a few days in a row, but we have like we have snowstorm and then it's like 60 degrees and then snowstorm and then it's beautiful weather, you know?
Well, no, freshman year we had like a week off, I think.
Right, but we've had like 4 snowstorms this year.
Yeah.
Like,
which has been better because we haven't had any the last couple of years, so it's been
that's
good.
true.
It's
Hopefully it's helping the mountains.
Yeah, but another day off for me is some more time to watch Rick and Morty, so it's okay.
Oh, man.
Give up on that show.
It's a great show. It's a great show, by the way. I recommend it to anybody. Rick and Morty's awesome.
It's intense.
He's obsessed.
You know what's a better show?
What's that?
Real or Fake News.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You got me there.
All right, it is Friday with Dovy, which means it is time for Real or Fake News. How this works is I'm going to read 4 news headlines, and all I can tell you is the headline itself. You will determine if it is real or fake. What is the score?
It is tied. 11-11-11. Make a wish. What up?
What up?
I wish to go 4-0 again.
Well, that wish is not happening. I'm sorry to hurt your dreams, man, but it's not happening.
This means we got to really think about these decisions, you know.
Let your dream
we're all
just
tied
be a
now.
dream. Okay.
They usually are.
Are you guys ready for the first news headline?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Tattoo artist inks his whole body, including his eyeballs.
That is real. You know who has to do that before? Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has tattoos on his eyeballs. Whoa. Okay, never mind. I was thinking eyelids. No, wrong.
You're like facts up in here, Lil Wayne. No, eyeballs.
I'm pretty sure I've heard this.
I've heard that. I'm pretty sure I've heard that you can get your eyeballs tattooed.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's real.
And then probably in that conversation, I was like, okay, that's not a thing. So I'm gonna say it's real too because I think.
Yeah, I'll go
I just
real.
think therefore,
I know it's no fun, but I'm gonna go real too, just because I think someone would do that.
We all going real.
We're all going real.
Look at her
We
face.
go
Man.
Look at her. You thought you had us.
So yes, guys, it's real.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah, man.
Man, I thought I could get you guys because I don't know.
See,
I
you
didn't think
almost got
guys
me.
would. I know.
Because I was like eyelids. I thought of Lil Wayne, but then you said eyeballs. I was like, oh wait, no. But I can still see that.
Yeah.
That'd be so painful.
Probably. So you can tattoo pretty much the whites of your eyeballs.
Ooh, I'm looking at it right now.
It's
and
really
crazy.
don't look at it. It's kind of to me. It's just gross.
It cannot be good for you.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you go blind, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
You see
can't
my
see
sick tat,
yourself,
man?
but yeah.
But this guy apparently is trying to look like an abstract character from one of Pablo Picasso's paintings. So he has literally tattooed his whole body to look abstract, including his eyeballs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that man is dedicated.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, dedicated to his craft for sure.
Absolutely.
But not my.
That's freedom. You just do that. If you could do that right now if you wanted to, if you had enough money, you know.
That's what America was founded on right there.
Yeah, being Picasso.
All right. Second news headline for today. The moon will get its first mobile network.
That's funny. I don't know why that was really funny to me.
Is that another
that Wi-Fi
Elon Musk
password,
thing
though?
that he's like, yeah, putting Wi-Fi in the moon because I can.
So it's gonna be moon wireless coming soon to a moon near you.
Can you say it one more time?
This would be cool.
Yeah.
Can you say it one more time?
No, Josh, I will not say it one more time.
I need
no,
to hear it.
I'm not saying it again.
Can't answer.
You know why?
Tell the viewers.
No, because Josh told me that the reason he's so good at Real or Fake News is because he can hear my delivery when I'm lying or when I'm telling the truth.
Part of it.
Therefore, I will only read the news headlines once, and
That's
you
fair.
have to get it.
That's fair.
I'm okay with that.
I respect it.
Josh
it's
is
still
cheating.
fake.
up in
You want me
here.
to tell it to you?
It's fake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's totally fake.
Yeah. I heard it. I just wanted to hear it one more time to make sure, but it's fake.
Nope, you don't get to hear it
All
again.
right. I'm going to say it's real then. Just because I like to
I would
live
hope
life on
not,
the edge.
because out of all the things we're going to be spending our money on, if we're going to try and
Dude.
put a Wi-Fi on the moon,
We need to start exploring space.
with
I need that Wi-Fi password.
social
Yeah.
media,
If I'm going to space, I need to like at least
Need it
check
for-
Twitter.
need it for the
You know?
gram.
Yeah.
Go to the moon just for the gram. Do it for the
We're
gram.
doing it for the millennials.
Just supposed to pick.
All right. Well, Joshua and Howard, you are incorrect. Dovy's right.
Whoa.
This is
That's
pitiful.
awesome.
I really need that Wi-Fi password now.
When are
So-
you going to the moon?
The moon will get its first mobile network, including 4G and high-definition streaming. There's scheduled launch for the device in 2019, which is not far off, friends. Not far off.
Dude, I think they are trying to make going to space
Yeah.
a more possible thing, for rich people that want to go and have a vacation up there.
Right.
It's like space elevators and stuff. That's a thing.
So
Yeah.
instead of exploring the moon, hey, we're going to have a flat screen for you and some Wi-Fi so you can just kick back, relax, and not even explore anything on one of the most coolest things
Or you
in
can
the
look up
universe.
facts about the moon on your phone.
You're going to be on Reddit standing on the moon.
Yeah, I learned.
See, wait,
the moon is crazy. There's probably like a whole subreddit for the moon. I guarantee you.
See, my thing is, people aren't going to the moon yet. It still hasn't happened. So why are they going to set
I know.
a cellular program?
Man, you got to
For when
marinate
they
the
get
chicken
there.
before you cook it. You know, you got to prep.
You got a plan?
You could wait a little bit, save some of that money, but
It's probably not that expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
just getting it
honestly,
Yeah, you just put a router. Yeah, you plug it into the moon.
plug it in. Duh.
Solar powered. Yeah.
nice.
No big
Works half
deal.
the time.
Now during the eclipses, that's a little
Yeah.
tough, but
Exactly.
That was great. My God.
Yeah, that is real. It's a real news headline.
I'm surprised I got that.
Third news headline. Woman legally changes her name to Tooth Fairy.
That's got to be real. That's got to be. Some people do some weird stuff. Hey, Ron Artest, Meta World Peace. So it's real. I'm all in it.
No, I will not read it again, Josh.
I will say it's
what
fake.
if the public
though.
the
I
public
don't-
might need it?
I don't think it's real. I think it's a cool idea, but I don't think it's real.
It's fake. Wait. What'd you say? You don't think it's real? Dovy, you said
I'm gonna make it as vague as possible. I don't think it's not unreal. So, no, it's definitely it's fake. I think.
okay.
I think
I'm going
I think
real with Howie.
Real
it would be cute, but I don't think it would be on the news.
I'm going real with Howie then.
Maybe every week we should just get a guest to read the headlines because you guys are apparently reading me pretty well.
Yeah.
But not today. You guys are incorrect. Dovy is right again.
What?
This is fake news.
It's like I woke up in Josh's body and you switched.
Give it back.
Freaky Friday.
You give it back? No.
Hey, as long as I'm tied with Howie.
That's true. Make it happen.
Alrighty. Last but not least, headline of the day. Couple leaves $95,000 worth of damage to their hotel room after their honeymoon.
You said 90,000.
$95,000 worth
$95,000.
of damage.
A couple of axes.
Tear it up. You can tear
Candles.
it
That was one honeymoon.
Yeah.
A
Wow.
wild honeymoon.
I say that is real news.
It could be an expensive hotel, so if you like knock over one base, it's
One
like,
lamp.
yeah, it's like 18 grand or
You took
something.
one Coke from the fridge.
Yeah, that's me.
Honey, I
Oh,
told you
no.
to get the water.
Even the water probably costs like $10.
All right, I'm going fake.
I'm gonna say it's real.
Okay.
Ooh, so I might be in last.
Real
Ooh.
news.
Okay, so Howie
say
and
it's
Dovy
real.
say real. Joshua, you say fake.
Yep.
Josh, congratulations. This is fake.
I finally read you
My
right.
goodness.
But not unplausible, honestly.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I thought 95,000
No, yeah.
was too much.
If it was like a really expensive hotel, that's what I was thinking of.
I
like,
don't even think
top.
really expensive hotel. Not even that much. That
Yeah.
maybe if it had
It's like
been
destroying the hotel.
50,000. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, current score: Howie is in last place with 14 points. Josh has 13, and I have 12.
Ooh. I like that
That's a
score.
first.
That's
We
a
still
good
have no
score.
punishment.
It's still
yet.
pretty close.
No
It's not like
punishment yet.
anybody's game yet.
If you have a punishment, please go to our Facebook page and tell us what the loser should do.
Yeah, last semester, it actually ended up being Howie and Dovy tied in a loss, but Josh said that he would take the fault, and we did the ice bucket challenge in, what was it, 13-degree weather?
Yeah.
Or like 20
Yeah,
degree
dude.
weather?
It was
Something
pretty bad.
ridiculous.
I didn't think they'd tie.
He was steaming.
I wanted to make it interesting.
It was crazy. It was like an anime.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
we added up because we tied. We were like, dude, let's just throw away the last question. Like,
Yeah.
we're good.
It
Because Josh said he would
wasn't
do
supposed to be like that. So that's fine. So if you have any ideas of what the punishment should be, please comment on our Facebook page, The Morning App.
Hey, maybe it'll be me this time, but coming up after the break, we are going to be talking about love and relationships. It's We Made It on the app.
Where the scissors at? Where's the tape? I don't know. You had it.
Guys, what are you doing?
You said sports wrap. We're wrapping up presents for sports teams, right?
No, I meant Sports Wrap, the sports talk show on 90.5 WASU that airs every Tuesday, Thursday at 6, where we recap the biggest sports games and news from the week.
What did you say?
Well, what are you wrapping?
Oh, I'm just getting Tom Brady to play football. Maybe we can catch this. I'm just wrapping up LeBron's career in Cleveland and sending Isaiah Thomas a no-trade clause.
And I'm getting a choking hazard label for the Indians, Dodgers, and the Falcons. You think Dan Quinn will like this?
Come on, guys, time for actual sports wrap.
Falcons, Dodgers.
My name is Maggie Harper, and I host the App 1800, a podcast featuring the current events in Boone that you care about. Listen every Monday at 9 a.m. on 90.5 WASU, after the Morning App.
What time is it? I need to get up. Gotta go for the show.
It's time for the morning app.
Welcome into the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
How you guys doing this morning?
You can listen worldwide at WASUradio.com, live on App TV, or with the iHeartRadio app.
Hey, Howie.
Oh, hey, Kristen, how are you? So what's going on? What music you listen to right now?
Man, Howie, I don't know. I can't find any good music anymore.
Well, guess what? I host a show on WASU.
You do?
Yeah, it's called The Rollout. Do you like top 40 music?
Of course I do.
Well, guess what? I have your fix. I have the songs that are coming up on the charts. I have the next breakout artists and the songs you want to hear again and again.
That sounds great. When was it again?
It's going to be Wednesdays at 7 on 90.5 WASU or WASUradio.com.
The rollout.
Listen to The Rollout every Wednesday at 7 on 90.5 WASU.
What's up, guys? Here on App TV, the A Game is the only place where you can see highlights and updates on everything App State sports. I'm Braxton Critcher.
And I'm Ashley Smith, co-host of The A-Game, where each and every Monday at 9 p.m. you can find the best coverage of all your favorite Mountaineer teams and in-depth reporting from the sidelines.
That also includes athlete interviews, a player of the week, and a chance for students to get involved with the Q&A game.
So join us each Monday on App TV for App State's only sports TV show.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Well, howdy there. Welcome back on a lovely, amazingly Friday. And now, as always, it's time for our relationship segment.
I'm sorry. I'm still recovering from the howdy that Josh just laid
Don't you
on us.
love it?
No. I love most things in life, but howdy is not one of them.
Well, howdy.
Howdy do now, Dovy.
It is Boone. Well, so check this out. I have a question for you guys. Do you think that the surprise element in proposals has been slowly starting to drift away a little bit?
Yep.
Yes.
So
100%.
check this
I
out.
want to know. I've never been asked.
When it comes to proposals, more than 50% of couples say the ring is still a surprise. 50%, 1 in 2 so
Okay.
far. 30% say they at least drop hints about the ring or shop around before the big moment, while 1 in 3 will show their partner a picture of a ring they like beforehand. 25% will invite others to witness the big moment, while more than half will tell their friends and family in advance that it's about to happen. So actually bring people to the event. So here's the thing, like, it just seems like really, really planned. Do you think
Yeah.
that it's starting to kind of like? I mean, I definitely know a lot of couples that.
planned, isn't it?
Well, but for like both
Both
people.
parties.
Like I definitely know a couple of people that are also, you know, when they're planning on proposing, like the person already knows. Like,
Yeah.
like way in advance, like years in advance even.
Yeah. See, it's kind of this weird thing because you definitely would want to talk about marriage with your partner or engagement prior to it happening. Wouldn't you?
But the specific proposal.
But the specificities of it, I'm like, no, that should still remain a surprise, you know? But I don't know. I think a lot of girls or, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter. A lot of people, I guess, these days, no matter who you are getting picky.
Yeah.
And they want their ring to be very specific. And if that person is marrying you for the rest of their life, they should be able to pick out a good one without you being like, oh, you know, I really like this ring. This is the kind of ring I like. I like gold. I like silver. Does that matter? At the end of the day, I get it. You're wearing that ring for the rest of your life. But are you going to be that picky? That's where I'm just
right.
like,
It
you know,
ain't
I
about
know.
the ring.
Some people
Good,
are
I'm
very picky.
I'm glad you said
know.
that because I'm definitely going to ring pop. That's one way to really.
girl,
You got
better take
25
that.
cents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Make, that's a surprise.
But you
right
also,
there.
I'd also like the idea of, you know, you put your time into it, you put your hard-earned money to say, like, here's everything I have, all in this ring, you know, take it. But I think at the same time, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah, like I would want the actual proposal to be a surprise, but I think that a discussion of engagement or marriage should occur prior to the proposal. Just so you know the other person's ready. Because if they're not, you're gonna go through all that work and they're gonna say no.
Yeah, I think one thing too that's why it's not really surprising anymore is, for one, people are dating longer. You know, they're dating 3-4 years, so that other person is going to be like, oh yeah, he's gonna propose to me anytime. So I'm prepared, basically. So they're expecting it. Another thing is that the creativity of it has went away too. So people, you know, you would put it in a champagne glass, and they're like, oh, waiter, can you bring some champagne for us? And then, oh wow, there's a ring. Oh wow, we're married.
Now they're just now they just toss it to each other like, hey, congratulations.
Right. It's like the creative aspect of it has went away because so many people have did different things. So it's hard to kind of create a surprise for that
But
too.
I don't know. Like at the end of the day, I don't think it needs to be this creative thing. I don't think it needs to be super shared with your family and friends to be
Right.
there. I would want it to just be me and that person.
I know people that.
Well, you got to
that-
ask the dad of the girl.
But he
that
doesn't
you-
need to
you know.
be there.
Well,
is
no,
what it's
heck,
saying.
no.
You do. I still think it's right to ask the father for.
That's always a good idea, and people also plan out like photographers and stuff for the proposal, so they
Right.
can post it on social media, and it kind of just takes the magic out, you know.
I get engagement photos, but you know, proposal
Right.
photos. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be ugly crying, so why would I want pictures of that? You know?
Yeah.
I think the words that you say to the person and just kind of how you set it up to be an intimate moment matters so much more than the ring, than who's there, than if it's extravagant or not. You don't have to go out of your way. If it's love, it's love. You know?
Yeah, people feel like they have to go over the top for a proposal. They have to,
know.
you know, climb, go hiking. You know, they have to go hiking. They have to go on a trip to Paris or something.
You know, maybe if that means something to your relationship,
Right,
You
yeah.
know, maybe you met hiking or whatever,
Right.
But meh.
Other than that, it's like, man.
Yeah, that's how my sister got proposed to. Actually, my brother-in-law and her, they hiked up all the way up Grandfather Mountain. And he was able to get her favorite flowers in his backpack and not ruin them on the way up. And then once they got to the top on the sunset, he asked her. It's like stuff like that's dope, you know? I'm like,
Yeah. That's pretty sweet.
you know, that's a little bit better than, you know, like, hey, we're gonna be here at 6 and your parents gonna be here.
Let's do this thing.
Bring the dog.
This is Simon. He's the camera guy. And just try to. Here's some fake tears. You know, if you want to.
Angela's gonna be there. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Rose petals the whole way. I don't know. I think if it's, you know, I think there should be an element of surprise, but it doesn't have to be anything extravagant.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Thanks, Dovy.
Today you learn.
Today I learned.
Well, one thing I think that is a question for a lot of single people out there that are in the talking stage or flirting stage is, how do you know if that person is leading you on or not? How do you know if they have genuine intentions?
I don't know. Tell me.
don't.
You never know. As guys, me and Josh,
You never know.
we never know.
Yeah. I've seen my friends time and time again get led on by people, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
So I have a few hints or signs that that person may or may not be leading you on. He may be leading you on, though, if, or she, they are over-complimentary, like over-complimenting you, like too much, you know?
I need an example. So, like,
I'd like that. Someone over compliment me. Go for
No,
it.
because it
No,
just
I don't
means
like
that they're
that.
schmoozing you.
Yeah.
They're just trying to butter you up, and then they're gonna
It's
go
working.
and run away. You know, there's a level of
Buddy, yeah.
compliments that are
I'll
that
take
are
it.
genuine,
yeah.
and then there's a level of compliments that are like, I just want you to, you know, be felt like you're being flirted with.
Right.
Wow.
So, yeah. So you know, it's a fine line, but over complimenting is one.
You know, now you say that, I kind of understand what you're talking about. Like, people will just be, like, really extra nice to you and saying, oh, wow, like, your shoes look cool. Like, you haven't noticed my shoes before, but you notice them now. They're not cool. They're Nikes. They're beat up. So I don't know where that came from. But
Yeah, there's some compliments you get that you're like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? My hair is awful today.
Right?
I didn't shower for 3 days.
Or if they're the type of person every time that they greet you, they give you a compliment too.
Oh.
That's too much.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
know,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
say
yeah.
hey.
Why are we bashing the compliments? I like it.
No, it's just to tell if you are being led on. It's a hint. That's all. You know, compliments are good, but every once in a while. And if they're genuine, if they're not, then leave them at the door.
You could probably tell when they're not genuine. So.
Another hint is if they are doing similar things with other people. So, you know, you go out to lunch and you think it's all great, but you also see them out to lunch with this, you know, with somebody else alone. So it's like, just if they're doing the hame thing with other people.
Howie's face is the best. He has like the sus face where he's like, okay, that's a little sus.
I had a couple people in mind, but, you know.
You're trying to
thinking.
apply it.
Just thinking, just applying it, you know.
Another one is if they don't like to do mundane things with you. So the little things, like going to the grocery store or, you know, just watching a TV episode or cooking dinner. If they don't want to do those little things with you,
Yeah.
then they're probably leading you on.
That's very important. 'Cause that's what I do most of the time. I don't really like going out and doing, you know, extravagant things all the time. Like, it likes to be a once in a blue moon type thing. So I like to, you know, be inside. I'm a guy that likes to stay inside and, you know, watch TV, maybe cook food every now and then. I don't cook that much, but, you know, I
Your
like to do
chicken
stuff
strips,
inside.
yeah.
My chicken strips. You
Yeah.
know.
You're a chef.
Another
Had 'em
one I
last night.
think is very worth mentioning, though, is that they don't make long-term plans with you. They are repetitive in the things that they say, and they don't text back consistently.
Yeah.
Those are 3 other hints that they could just be leading you on.
Yeah. Or they're just terrible at texting. I know a lot of people that are like that. I'm
Yes,
dating.
yes, but also if they're not leading you on, I think, I don't know, you would get really excited to text back, right?
Yeah.
But so it's like if there's consistency, maybe if they are genuinely really bad at texting, they're gonna take forever to text back.
Yeah.
But if it's like sometimes they're happy about it, sometimes
Right.
they're not, and they won't text back. You know, consistency is the key.
That makes sense.
That's my take on it. Who knows? But that is all we have for you here today on the Morning App. Join us Monday morning at 8 a.m.